this is where we come full circle. We said it in the open. You're in the Syracuse Hall of Fame. You're in the New York Hall of Fame. You did it. You did it. You had this dream. You persevered, and you did this. And you've got rings as well. So I want you to reflect on either the Hall of Fames that you're in, Hall of Fames is the Halls of Fame that you're in, and maybe talk a second to the young Howie as a kid that was dreaming this. You did it, right? We got a lot of dreamers.
And he made the cover of a local magazine.
And he made the cover of a local magazine. Listen, man. Like we got a lot of kids that listen to this show.
Yeah.
And they're dreamers. All right. And you did it. You did the work. What would you say to the younger version of yourself who's got that dream, right? Where everyone's telling you'll never do that. There's no way you can do that. You did it. What do the kids need to hear from you right now?
Here's what I'll be very honest with you. So growing up in Brooklyn, I was no angel. I went down a couple bad paths in my life and could have gone in a really bad direction. Grew up in a really tough neighborhood. Fighting became almost an everyday thing for me. And my passion for sports, both playing it, but never at a high level, but my interest in it probably saved me. And having that passion for something, whether it's sports or something else, and being driven to at least to I was always big on potential. Like, everyone's got great potential, but some people are too lazy to pay the price to reach it, right? And you see with athletes and you see with executives. And for me, even as a younger person, I was never going to let a lack of effort cost me from getting to where, if I wasn't going to make it, it was going to be because I wasn't good enough, not because I didn't try hard enough. And that would be the message. Like, if you can walk away saying, I did everything I could, then you should always be satisfied, even if the result isn't as high as you want it to be. Because to me, the worst feeling would be I'd watch people quit and say it was too hard. And I could never accept that.
Right.
And like, I'm not done. Like, we need to win a cup in Syracuse. Like that drives me. And hopefully at one point getting a new arena in Syracuse is something that the community, I believe, deserves. And, but listen, there were times where I pinch myself and I say, I've been very blessed to live the life I've had, certainly professionally. Personally, we all go through hardships, and I've learned that life is full of endings and beginnings, right?
Right.
And we all go through things that are difficult, and things end. But if we harp on that, we can't take the next beginning. And no matter how old we get or how young we are, that next chapter is exciting,
Right.
and we've got to embrace it. And, wake up every morning feeling like we've been blessed.
Yeah. You know what? When I reflect on my life right now, and spoiler alert, I'm probably the youngest one here, although nobody considers me young anymore. What has astounded me.
The oldest one here for sure.
I don't know about that.
Well, you guys like to fight. You can fight later about that. But look, what has astounded me, Howie, is, and we could just use hockey as the example, but there's multiple examples. My love for the game has not ever waned. In fact, if anything, it's only grown. And, when I talk to the young kids out there, I'm like, how much you love this game? You can love it even more than you do now. That is something I like to tell people, because you think it's like, oh man, is this ever going to end? No, it actually grows. You know what I mean? And again, look, it's different than love for children, like the love of your children. That's a totally different thing. But I have never stopped loving this game. And as I've gotten older and been able to reflect on it, there's a gratitude there as well of, my God, that I've been gifted this love that is eternal. And I think that's showing through in you, sir, not just through your career, but in this podcast. I can see it in your face. We can hear it in your answers, you know, and I think that is, in addition to the camaraderie that comes along with team sports, that's the beauty of it. We're so blessed to have a love. You know, if you have multiple loves in your life, you're really lucky, right? To have a love like this. And again, look, the people on this podcast, this is why we do this every week, sometimes more than once, right? Because we all love the game so much. You know, Christy's kids are through the game, and she still shows up. Every week you show up, Christy. I'm like, thank God she's here. You know what I mean? Because you love it so much. So,
Yeah.